The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. These are the words of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers. But how do we take this idea and turn it into something practical? How do we transform our mornings from chaotic and stressful to intentional and powerful? Many people wake up feeling exhausted before the day even begins. The first instinct is to reach for the phone, scroll through social media, check emails, and absorb a flood of information before even getting out of bed. This reactive start sets the tone for the rest of the day, scattered, unfocused, and overwhelmed. Now, imagine a different kind of morning, one where you wake up with clarity, where your first thoughts are not dictated by notifications, but by your own intentions. A morning where you feel in control, focused, and ready to take on the day with purpose. This is not just a dream. It is a habit, one built on ancient wisdom, tested by time, and reinforced by some of the greatest minds in history. In this video, you will discover practical Stoic strategies to take charge of your mornings, cultivate discipline, and unlock a mindset that leads to resilience and fulfillment. If you've ever felt like your mornings slip away without direction, if you struggle to start the day with energy and focus, or if you're simply looking for a way to bring more meaning into your routine, stay with me. What you're about to learn has the power to transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy. It is a practical framework for living with clarity, resilience, and purpose. At its core, Stoicism teaches discipline, internal control, gratitude, and the acceptance of the present moment. It is about focusing on what is within our power and letting go of what is not. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, three of the greatest Stoic thinkers, understood the importance of how we begin each day. To them, the morning was more than just the start of another cycle. It was an opportunity to reset, to reflect, and to prepare the mind for whatever challenges the day might bring. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about this in his Meditations. Each morning, he reminded himself that he would face difficulties, distractions, and frustrations. Instead of reacting impulsively, he trained his mind to approach each challenge with patience and wisdom. He saw the morning as a foundation for a day lived with virtue and purpose. Seneca, a Roman statesman and philosopher, emphasized the importance of gratitude. He encouraged reflection at the start of each day, asking himself what he could accomplish and how he could act in alignment with his values. He believed that by focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, we cultivate a sense of abundance and inner peace. Epictetus, once a slave who became a renowned teacher, reinforced the idea that we cannot control external events, only our reactions to them. He urged his students to begin each day by setting their intentions, deciding in advance how they would respond to obstacles, and preparing their minds for the unexpected. The Stoics did not view the morning as something to be rushed through or ignored. Instead, they saw it as a sacred time to establish the right mindset, a time to align thoughts, actions, and priorities with a greater purpose. Now that you understand the Stoic approach, how can you apply these timeless principles to your own mornings? How can you create a routine that builds resilience, focus, and inner strength? That is exactly what we're going to explore next. Pillar 1. Ikigai. Find your purpose when you wake up. Waking up in the morning should not feel like a burden. Yet, for many people, the sound of the alarm brings frustration, exhaustion, and even resistance to facing the day ahead. The reason? A lack of purpose. Without a compelling reason to get out of bed, the temptation to hit snooze over and over again becomes overwhelming. Marcus Aurelius addressed this very struggle in Meditations. He wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being." This simple but profound statement reminds us that our existence is not meant to be idle. We are here to contribute, to act and fulfill a role, whether big or small, in the world around us. But how do we find a reason strong enough to pull us out of bed with motivation and energy? This is where the Japanese concept of ikigai comes in. What is ikigai? Ikigai is a term that translates to reason for being. It is the intersection of four crucial elements: what you love, the things that bring you joy and fulfillment, what you're good at, the skills and strengths you possess, what the world needs, the ways in which you can contribute to society, what you can be paid for, the means to sustain yourself while doing meaningful work. When these four elements align, you discover a powerful sense of purpose that makes waking up each morning exciting rather than exhausting. How to apply Ikigai in your morning routine. Finding your Ikigai does not happen overnight. It is a process of introspection and experimentation. But you can start by introducing a simple but powerful practice into your morning routine. As soon as you wake up, before checking your phone or getting lost in the distractions of the day, ask yourself, why am I waking up today? This question shifts your mindset from one of passive routine to one of intentionality. Instead of waking up simply because you have to, you wake up with a purpose. To make this practice even more effective, write down your answer every morning. Keep a notebook or journal by your bed and take just 1 minute to write a single sentence answering, what is the most important thing I will do today? How will I contribute to my own growth or to the lives of others? What is one thing I can look forward to? Over time, you will start to notice patterns in your responses. These patterns will give you insight into what truly drives you. Your Ikigai will begin to reveal itself. Why this works. The Stoics believed that clarity of purpose was essential to living a virtuous and fulfilling life. When you know why you are waking up, hesitation disappears. You are no longer fighting against your own resistance. You are pulled forward by something greater. This practice also protects you from starting your day in a reactive state. Instead of waking up and immediately checking notifications, emails, or social media, things that put you in a passive mindset, you take control of your own thoughts first. You decide the focus of your day before the outside world does. By beginning each morning with Ikigai, you set a strong foundation for everything that follows. The energy you bring into the day shifts. Your actions become more deliberate. Your motivation becomes internal rather than external. And when you wake up tomorrow, instead of dreading the alarm, you will know exactly why you're getting out of bed. Now that we have established the power of purpose, let's move on to the next key element of a Stoic morning. How preparing the night before sets you up for success. Pillar 2. Prepare the day the night before. A strong morning does not begin when your alarm rings. It begins the night before. The way you end your day determines the way you start the next one. If your evenings are filled with distractions, poor sleep, and lack of planning, your mornings will reflect that. The Stoics believed in preparation. They understood that discipline is built through intentional habits, not random actions. They also recognize that our time and energy are limited, and the best way to use them wisely is by planning ahead. The quality of your sleep determines the quality of your morning. This is not just a philosophical idea. It is a scientific reality. Poor sleep leads to fatigue, brain fog, and lack of motivation. A night filled with distractions and disorganization leads to a morning of confusion and wasted time. How to apply the Stoic principle. There are 2 simple but powerful practices you can implement every evening to set the stage for a productive and meaningful morning. 1. Define 3 priorities for the next day. The Stoics taught that we should focus only on what is within our control. One of the best ways to do this is decide in advance what truly matters. Before going to bed, take a moment to define the 3 most important tasks for the following day. Instead of waking up and feeling overwhelmed by endless to-do lists or external demands, you wake up with clarity. You already know what needs to be done. Ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I must accomplish tomorrow? Which actions will bring me the greatest progress toward my goals? What will I regret not doing if I allow distractions to take over? Write these 3 priorities down. When you wake up, they will serve as a roadmap, ensuring that your energy is directed toward meaningful actions rather than wasted on unnecessary distractions. 2. Keep a reflection journal. Journaling was a daily practice for many Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius. He used it as a tool for self-examination, writing down his thoughts, struggles, and lessons learned. This practice helped him refine his character and prepare for the challenges ahead. Before you go to sleep, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. Ask yourself, what went well today? What challenges did I face? And how did I respond? How can I improve tomorrow? By writing down your thoughts, you gain a clearer understanding of your progress and areas for growth. This habit trains your mind to approach each day with self-awareness and intention. A disciplined evening routine leads to a disciplined morning. When you define your priorities and reflect on your progress, you wake up feeling in control rather than overwhelmed. Now that we have established the importance of evening preparation, let's move on to another essential Stoic habit: protecting the first hour of the day from digital distractions. Pillar 3, the first hour without digital distractions. For many people, the first action upon waking up is reaching for phone. Before even getting out of bed, they check emails, scroll through social media, or read the news. This seemingly harmless habit has profound consequences. The moment you check your phone, you enter a reactive state. Instead of starting the day with a clear mind and a sense of direction, your thoughts become dictated by external inputs. Notifications, messages, and news headlines steal your focus before you have even had a chance to set your own priorities. Marcus Aurelius warned about this mindset when he said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." In other words, external distractions only have power over you if you allow them to. The way to regain control is by being intentional about how you begin your day. The Stoic challenge: 1 hour without screens. Instead of starting your day in a reactive state, commit to spending the first hour of your morning free from digital distractions. This creates a buffer between you and the outside world, allowing you to set your own direction before external influences take over. Here's how to structure this first hour intentionally. 1. Start with stillness and deep breathing. Before engaging with anything external, take a few deep breaths. This simple act signals to your brain that you are in control of your thoughts. The Stoics valued self-mastery, and controlling your breath is one of the easiest ways to practice this. 2. Review your 3 priorities. Since you already defined your top 3 tasks the night before, take a moment to review them. This reinforces clarity and ensures that you begin the day with purpose. 3. Engage in a mind-nourishing activity. Instead of reaching for your phone, use this first hour to strengthen your mind. Read a few pages of a book that expands your thinking. Write in a journal to clarify your thoughts. Take a short walk in silence to organize your ideas. This is not wasted time. It is an investment in your mental clarity and long-term productivity. Why this practice works. The human brain is highly impressionable in the first hour after waking up. If you immediately expose yourself to social media, emails, or the news, your mind becomes reactive rather than proactive. You allow external forces to set the tone for your day instead of taking control yourself. By eliminating digital distractions in the first hour, you train your brain to operate with focus and discipline. You gain control over your time, energy, and attention, 3 of the most valuable resources in life. This practice is not about rejecting technology. It is about using it on your own terms, rather than allowing it to control you. Now that we have learned how to start the day with clarity, let's move on to the next essential Stoic habit: waking up at a consistent time and the power of routine. Pillar 4, the importance of consistency. Wake up at the same time every day. How you start your morning determines how you live your day. And one of the most powerful yet often overlooked habits that shape your life is waking up at the same time every day. It may sound simple, but this single discipline can transform your energy levels, focus, and mental clarity. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of what is within your control." One of the few things you have complete control over is when you wake up. By setting a consistent wake-up time, you eliminate randomness from your mornings. You create stability, and with stability comes control over your time and actions. But why does this matter so much? The impact of a fixed wake-up time. Your body follows an internal clock known as a circadian rhythm. This natural cycle controls when you feel alert and when you feel tired. When you wake up at inconsistent times, your body never fully adjusts. You may find yourself feeling exhausted one morning and energized the next, never really knowing what to expect. A fixed wake-up time trains your body to expect a consistent sleep-wake cycle. Over time, you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling more refreshed. Your energy levels stabilize throughout the day. Your mind becomes sharper, improving focus and decision-making. By waking up at the same time every day, you're telling your body and mind, "I am in control. This is my routine." How to apply the Stoic principle. Step 1. Set a fixed wake-up time. Choose a wake-up time that works for your lifestyle and stick to it, even on weekends. Treat it as a non-negotiable commitment, just as Marcus Aurelius treated his duty as emperor. Your morning routine should not depend on how you feel when you wake up. It should be based on a firm decision made in advance. Step 2. The resistance to snooze technique. When the alarm rings, there will be days when you feel tempted to stay in bed. This is when discipline must override comfort. Here is a Stoic method to resist the snooze button. As soon as your alarm sounds, remind yourself of your purpose for the day. What is the first important task you planned? Use a 5-second rule. Count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and immediately sit up. Place your alarm across the room, so you have to physically get out of bed to turn it off. Each time you resist the urge to sleep longer, you reinforce self-discipline. Over time, this discipline spreads to other areas of your life. A Stoic morning does not begin with negotiation. It begins with action. Now that we understand the power of consistency, let's move on to the next crucial lesson. How small, seemingly insignificant acts of discipline lead to profound change over time. Pillar 5. Small acts of discipline create big changes. Most people believe that discipline is built through extreme actions, waking up at 4 a.m., intense workouts, or radical lifestyle changes. But the truth is, discipline is built through the small things you do every day. Life does not get easier, you become stronger. This philosophy reflects the core of Stoicism. Strength, resilience, and mastery over one's mind are not developed overnight. They are cultivated through small, consistent habits that reinforce self-control. Why small acts of discipline matter? The Stoics believe that every action, no matter how small, shapes our character. They understood that the way we handle minor tasks reflects how we will handle major challenges. Consider 2 different scenarios. Scenario 1. You wake up late, rush out of bed, leave your room in disarray, and begin your day feeling disorganized. Scenario 2. You wake up on time, make your bed, drink a glass of water, and start the day with intention. These small actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they reinforce habits that define your mindset and approach to life. How to apply the Stoic principle. Start by incorporating small, disciplined actions into your morning routine. 1. Make your bed immediately. This simple act creates order out of chaos. It provides an immediate sense of accomplishment and sets a productive tone for the day. The Stoics believe that external order reflects internal order. By tidying your space, you reinforce a mindset of structure and control. If you cannot master the small things, how can you master the big things? 2. Hydrate first thing in the morning. Drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up activates your body and brain. After hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated, and replenishing it immediately boosts energy and mental clarity. Seneca often spoke of the importance of treating the body with respect, as it directly affects the mind. A disciplined mind begins with a disciplined body. 3. Organize your space. The Stoics valued simplicity and order. Keeping your environment clean is a reflection of self-respect and discipline. Take a minute each morning to organize your workspace. Put things in their place, and ensure that your surroundings support focus rather than distraction. The power of small wins. Each of these actions, making your bed, drinking water, organizing your space, may seem small, but together they create momentum. Momentum builds discipline. Discipline builds character. And character determines how you handle every challenge in life. The Stoics understood that we do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our habits. If you want to be disciplined in big things, start with discipline in small things. By committing to small acts of discipline every morning, you train yourself to take control of your actions, thoughts, and environment. Over time, this self-mastery expands into every area of your life. Now that we have established the power of small disciplined habits, let's move on to another fundamental Stoic lesson. How embracing the awareness of mortality, memento mori, can inspire you to live each day with greater purpose and urgency. Pillar 6. Memento mori. Remember your mortality. Most people live as if they have all the time in the world. They put off their dreams, delay important conversations, and waste time on things that do not truly matter. The Stoics, however, saw life differently. They practiced memento mori, a Latin phrase meaning remember that you will die. At first, this might seem dark or unsettling, but for the Stoics, remember mortality was not about fear. It was about clarity, urgency, and action. It was a daily reminder to stop procrastinating, focus on what truly matters, and live with purpose. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This statement challenges us to reflect on how we use our time. The problem is not that life is too short. The problem is that we treat time as if it were infinite. But time is not infinite. And if we truly understood how little time we have, how differently would we act? Why memento mori matters. Imagine you were told you only had 1 year left to live. Would you waste hours scrolling through social media? Would you put off the things that truly matter? Would you continue worrying about small, insignificant problems? Probably not. You would immediately prioritize what is truly important. You would be more present. You would cherish every moment. This is the power of memento mori. It reminds you that your time is precious, and every day is an opportunity. Marcus Aurelius reflected on this constantly. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This mindset shift helps you stop wasting time on things that do not matter. Appreciate the present instead of constantly chasing the future. Let go of worries that have no real importance in the grand scheme of life. How to apply this Stoic principle. 1. Morning reflection. The memento mori reminder. Each morning, before checking your phone or starting your routine, take 1 minute to reflect on this question. If today were my last day, how would I live it differently? This simple practice forces you to see what truly deserves your attention. 2. Eliminate trivial distractions. If you knew your time was limited, would you spend it arguing over minor things? Would you waste it being frustrated by daily inconveniences? Probably not. Use this principle to let go of unnecessary distractions, negative thoughts about things outside your control, complaints about minor inconveniences. Instead, focus on meaningful actions that bring purpose to your life. 3. Take immediate action on what matters. Stop postponing important things. Have the conversation you've been avoiding. Start the project you've been delaying. Spend time with the people you love. Memento mori is not meant to scare you. It is meant to free you from hesitation. It gives you the motivation to take action today, rather than waiting for the perfect moment. By reflecting on death, we learn how to truly live. And while memento mori helps us focus on what truly matters, another powerful Stoic practice helps us appreciate what we already have. That brings us to the final pillar, ending the day with gratitude. Pillar 7, the practice of gratitude to end the day. Modern life constantly pushes us to want more. More success, more possessions, more achievements. The mind is always looking toward what is missing, instead of appreciating what is already here. The Stoics understood that contentment does not come from acquiring more, but from appreciating what we already have. The greatest wealth is to know that you already have enough. Gratitude is a foundation of inner peace. Without it, you will always feel that something is missing. With it, you will realize that happiness is not something to be chased. It is something to be recognized. Why gratitude matters. Most people spend their last moments before sleep dwelling on stress, worries, or frustrations from the day. This trains the mind to focus on negativity. But when you intentionally end your day with gratitude, you rewire your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. Appreciate simple joys instead of obsessing over what's missing. Find peace in the present rather than constantly chasing the future. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about gratitude in his journals. Despite being an emperor with immense responsibilities, he took time to reflect on what he was grateful for each day. This practice kept him grounded, humble, and mentally strong. How to apply the Stoic principle. Before going to sleep, take a few moments to reflect on your day. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. These do not need to be major achievements. Often, the smallest things bring the most joy. A conversation with a friend, a moment of peace in the morning, a lesson learned from a challenge. If you do this every night, you will notice a powerful shift in your mindset. You will begin to see the positive moments of each day, even on difficult days. Sleep with a peaceful and appreciative mindset. Wake up feeling lighter and more focused on what truly matters. Daily exercise, the gratitude journal. Every night, write down 3 things you were grateful for. Ask yourself, what was a moment of joy I experienced today? Who made my day better and how? What challenge did I face today that helped me grow? This practice is simple but transformative. It trains your mind to seek the good in every situation. The power of ending the day with gratitude. The way you end your evening influences the mindset you wake up with the next morning. If you fall asleep with stress and anxiety, you will wake up in the same state. If you end the day with gratitude, you will wake up with a sense of peace, contentment, and clarity. The Stoics taught that true happiness is not found in external success, but in appreciating the simple things that are already present in life. By practicing gratitude, you realize that you do not need more to be happy. You simply need to recognize the value of what you already have. We have explored the 7 pillars of a Stoic morning, a framework designed to bring clarity, discipline, and purpose to the start of each day. Let's quickly review these principles. Ikigai. Find your purpose when you wake up. Every morning, remind yourself why you are waking up. Set a clear intention for your day. Prepare the night before. The quality of your morning is determined by how you end your previous day. Define 3 priorities and reflect on your progress. The first hour without digital distractions. Protect your focus. Start the day on your own terms instead of letting technology dictate your thoughts. The importance of consistency. Wake up at the same time every day. Discipline begins with structure. A consistent wake-up time stabilizes your mind and energy. Small acts of discipline create big changes. Master the small things. Make your bed, hydrate, and organize your space. These habits reinforce self-control. Memento mori. Remember your mortality. Time is not infinite. Reflect on the temporary nature of life to prioritize what truly matters. The practice of gratitude to end the day. Shift your focus from what is missing to what you already have. Gratitude leads to contentment and peace. Each of these practices is simple, but their impact is profound. They shape your mindset, your actions, and ultimately your life. Now, take a moment to reflect. Which of these habits will you implement tomorrow? The first step to transformation is action. Choose one principle and commit to practicing it. Small changes, done consistently, lead to extraordinary results. If you found value in this, explore more Stoic teachings on the channel. Watch our other videos to deepen your understanding of this powerful philosophy. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected. Remember, you do not control the world, but you control yourself. And it all begins with how you start your day.